hope so. All right, welcome back, everyone, for another Washington Little Caps hockey game. We are coming to you once again from Chicago, Illinois, where the Caps are wrapping up their tournament here. This is the fourth of 4 games that they will play. Caps will be taking on a team from Illinois here called the Naperville Sabers. Caps will start off on your right in white, and the Sabers on the left in navy. So far, this tournament, the Caps have won 1 game, lost 2, and look to end on a strong note here against the Sabers. All right, so the Caps come out of their huddle here. And we'll come to center ice for the face-off. Jax, Peter, Xander, Liam, and Ellis get the start here, and Max Hobbs in net for the Caps in this game off the face-off. They battle for it in neutral ice. And it's Peter who chips it into the zone, and now it's the Sabers who carry it out and bring it deep into the Caps end. Behind the net, Liam battles for it there along with Jax. And the Sabers have it down low. They try to get it to the front, and the chance there is stopped by Max. They continue to battle for it. It comes to the side of the net now. Lots of pushing there in front, and now Liam gets it to the point. From there, it's sent back into the corner, and the Sabers look to control it here. Now it's on Peter's stick, and he chips it over the line, but it is controlled here by the Sabers. They quickly bring it back in. Looking to get it towards the front. They put it in on Max, and he stops it there. So a good opening shift there for the Sabers. Now the Caps will send out Jace, Walker, Grayson, Declan, and Kaylee. And off that face-off, it's controlled here by the Sabers. They send a quick one on, and a rebound try right away for the Sabers is stopped by Max as well. Controlled right now by the Sabers off the face-off, and it's sent out of play on a deflected shot. So continued pressure here from the Sabers. But another face-off in the offensive zone, and the Caps will work to get this one out. One back by the Sabers. They look to carry it into the slot. Good block there from Walker. And now it's Declan who brings it around behind and looks to get it up the wall. He's tied up there in the corner. And now it's chipped behind the net where Kaylee will send it forward for Walker. Walker now gets it over to Jace. Jace carries it through the neutral zone and into the Sabers end. Now Jace behind the net looks to get it to the front. Oh! And it doesn't connect there, although Grayson was nearby. And now it's sent out to Kaylee. Kaylee swings it over for Declan. Declan back over to Kaylee. Kaylee sends it up for Jace, who chips it up to Grayson. Grayson now chips it deep into the zone, forcing the Sabers to chase it. Now it is broken up right at the blue line, but it's carried in and will be picked up here by Duran, who sends it over to Ellis. Ellis now sends it up the wall, and Harry will battle for it there and carry it over the line. Harry sending a shot in, and it's stopped there by the Sabres goaltender. Now around the wall it comes, and pinching in is Duran, who looks to keep it in there. James comes in as well, and James will look to get to this puck, but it's picked up by the Sabres, who have it in the corner now and want to exit here. It's broken up there, and now it's Duran who carries it forward. Duran carrying it up the ice, takes it all the way into the zone, and now below the goal line. Duran brings it behind the net, and now it's sent up the wall. And down the ice it comes now, no icing. And Kareem leaves that puck there for Ellis. Ellis starts to carry it up the ice, and she sends it forward for James, and James gets it into the zone. Chasing it here is Kareem, but it's sent around the boards by the Sabres, but it's picked off now by Xander, and Xander tries to get a quick shot on net. Peter comes in and looks to keep that one in. Now it's the Sabers that come back the other way. They send it in deep behind the net. And fighting for it there is Theo along with Liam. Liam looks to get it up. And it's sitting there in front, and it goes just wide on the backhand try from the slot. Now in the corner, they continue to battle for it. And Liam comes up with this puck, and he sends it forward for Xander. But it's broken up there in neutral ice. And now the Sabers bring it back in, and they look to get it towards the front. But it's broken up, and now it's Jax who skates it forward. Jax chips this puck past a couple of Sabers, but now it's good pressure there from Jax to create the turnover. Following the puck in is Xander. Now Peter will look to keep it in along with Liam. Liam tries to shoot it there from the point, but it is blocked. And Liam works to gum it up there as the Sabers find a way to enter onside. Good work by Peter getting back. And now it's Jax who sends it over to Theo. And Theo sends it across the ice for Peter. Good play there. Now they bring it over the line, but it comes in offside. So we'll have a whistle and a neutral zone face-off. Jace, Walker, Grayson, Kaylee, and Declan out now. Controlled by the Sabers here. And now it comes back to Kaylee, who sends it up for Walker. Walker gets it over to Grayson. Grayson has a little room to skate here, and he sends a shot on. It's blocked on the way, but now it's picked up by Jace. Oh, and it was there in front for a moment for Walker, but it goes wide, and now it comes to the wall where Kaylee will work to keep it in. Jace now back to Kaylee. Kaylee over to Declan. Declan sends a shot towards the net. It deflects there. Now in the corner, they battle for it, and it's the Sabers who carry it out here, and it comes back to Kaylee, who will reset and send it forward for Walker. Walker navigates around a couple, and just broken up there on the blue line. Now it's Jace who will have a turn to try to move this puck forward, and he tries to catch Grayson there, but it's broken up. Now Declan works on the puck and gets it back over to Jace. Jace moves around one and sends it over to Grayson. Grayson's backhand try on net is gobbled up there by the goaltender. So halfway through the first, we remain scoreless. James, Harry, Kareem, Duran, and Ellis. And Duran puts a shot on. A rebound is carried away there by the Sabers. But at the line, it comes forward for the Sabers. And now Duran working to keep his man to the outside. Nicely played there by Duran, who takes that puck away and begins skating it up the ice. It comes off of Harry's stick, though, in the neutral zone. He chases it in, and it'll be picked up here by James. James loses it there, and now it comes back the other way, and they come in offside. So a neutral zone face-off now, just over the Caps' blue line. Harrison will get this puck forward off the face-off and carry it into the zone. There it goes in on net, and it's covered up by the goaltender. So we'll have another face-off in the offensive zone now. Same group out there. One back for Duran. Duran sends a shot towards the net. Stopped there by the goaltender. Harry has it now. Looks to send it behind the net for Kareem. Kareem battles for it there and continuing to fight for it. Now it comes up the wall, and Duran will send it towards the net, but it's broken up. Kept in, though, on the line by Duran. Duran looks to get it towards the front again, And now it's coming back the other way, and the Caps got to hustle back on the back check. And good work by Ellis there. And now it's Kareem who'll pick it up, and Kareem will start skating up the ice. Kareem moving his feet now, looks to get around a couple defenders. Loses it there, though. And now coming back the other way are the Sabers. Walking in towards the high slot, the shot there, gloved down by Max. Off the face-off, it comes to the corner, and they try to get it to the front. It's broken up there by Liam. Now it's carried forward by Xander, and Xander works his way around one defender and carries it into the zone. Still on it is Xander. He looks to get it to the front. That's broken up. Now in the corner, they swing it around the other way. Xander will chase this one, and Liam will look to plug up the point. It's kept in, though, by Jax for the moment, and now it comes out, and the Caps will have to reset. Peter sends it to Liam. Liam's got an attacker coming in on him, and he'll bring it around the net and leave it there for Theo, who carries it forward. Theo working his way up the ice, gets it through center ice, and now on the wall, it's stuck there, and it's Peter who breaks it up and sends it back for Theo. And now it comes back over the line. And fortunately for the Caps, an errant pass ends up on Kaylee's stick. And Kaylee looks to get it up for Jax. Jax now chips the puck deeper into the zone. Xander in on the forecheck, hopes to hold it in. He does at the wall. Looking to get it towards the front. Now it comes all the way across. Kaylee sends it back in. And now behind the net, it's Jace that'll pick it up. Back on Jace's stick. A defender loses their stick now. Jace looking for some space here. Gets it all the way across. Good idea there. But the puck is out of the zone, and now it's brought back in by Walker. Walker sends one on from the outside, and it's gloved down by the goaltender, so the Caps will get an offensive zone face-off. Shot on net, never a bad idea. Jace, Grayson, Walker, Duran, and Ellis. And Jace looks to get it back to Duran, who quickly sends it forward, but it comes off of a shin guard there and pops out. Still in, though. Jace battling for this one. And now it comes back to Duran, but it evades him, and now it's Ellis who will retreat all the way back in her end to move this puck out, and Duran is hammered on the boards there, but he gets it up the wall and looks to get it over the line. He does. Now resetting are the Sabers. Sabres now, they gain the zone and send a shot that is blocked. Comes to the corner. Oh, looking to dangle in now are the Sabres. The shot there in on Max, but he stops it. And we'll have a whistle. A defensive zone face-off and a change in personnel with 3 minutes to go here in the first period. 0-0 the score. Now it's Harry, James, Kareem, Theo, and Liam out for this one. Off the face-off. Oh, dangerously it comes to the front there, and Max had to be ready for it as the Sabres swooped into the dot and picked up a loose puck and carried it right towards the crease. But Max was up to the task, and he made a big save there. Got to tie up your man here on the face-off. Now it's chipped forward by James. And back on a Saber stick now as it doesn't get out of the zone. Broken up there by Kareem, and now it's covered by Max. 2:45 to go here in the first, and the Caps need to get this puck out of their zone. Now back to the point. The shot comes in on Max, and he gloves it down, flashing the leather. Max Hobbs there says, "I'll take that, thank you very much." And we'll do this face-off again, and maybe with a new set of skaters, we'll be able to get it out of the zone. Jax now chips it forward. It comes over the line, and it is played in offside. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off now. Carried in here by the Sabers, and they have it on the outside. Back to the point, the crank shot there, deflects into the slot. Now it's Xander who picks it up, and the Caps looking to get some numbers here coming through, and it's Liam who joins the attack. Now it comes back the other way, all the way to Theo, who sends this puck over to Jax. Jax bringing it all the way back into the defensive zone. It comes off his stick there. And now in the corner, it's Liam who will look to pick it up and get it over to Theo. Theo back to Xander. Xander back to Theo. Theo now carries it, but it's now off the glass and over the line. Having to tag up here are the Sabers. They dump it in deep, and now it's Liam who gets it up to Peter. Peter sends it over the line, but it's brought back in offside. So a whistle and another neutral zone face-off coming up here. Jace, Walker, Grayson, Kaylee, and Declan. Comes back to Declan here, and Declan slides it forward, but it's picked up in the neutral zone by the Sabers. They look to get to the front, and it's sent in on Max, who's had to be sharp in this first period, and he covers it up there. 1:14 to go here in the first. Puck comes to the wall, where Declan is working on it now in the corner, and sent behind the net, where Kaylee will pick it up and look to slide it forward. Now it's on Walker's stick, and he brings it behind the net, leaves it for Kaylee. Kaylee now, dangerous play there as it was almost turned over in front of the net, but now Grayson sends it forward for Walker. Now Walker looks to bring it into the zone, and it's taken away here by the Sabers. They work it up the ice. Kaylee here on D looking to keep her guy to the outside. Well done there. Declan comes in to help out. Someone's got to take the front of the net, and now it's Jace who carries it out. Jace now carries it forward into neutral ice. Jace working his way around, leaves it for Walker. Walker now gets it back to Declan. Declan looks to swing it over for Kaylee. Kaylee does well to keep it in there on the blue line and send it in deep, where Grayson will look to send a shot on net. That goes across the face of the goal and wide. Now Declan has it again, and he sends it over for Kaylee. Kaylee now sends a shot on right at the buzzer that goes wide of the net, and we wrap up this period scoreless. All right, back now for the start of the second period. Teams will switch sides here. Caps will be on your left in white now, and the Sabers on the right in dark. Jax, Peter, Xander, Duran, and Ellis off the face-off. It's controlled for the moment by the Sabers. And now in the slot, it's chipped forward, and Xander now carries it over the blue line with Peter. Xander looks to get it on net, but it's blocked there up high, and back on Xander's stick now. He looks to get it in deeper, but it's broken up here by the Sabers, who carry it forward. Now it's picked up by Ellis, who gets it over to Duran, but it is taken away there and chipped over Max's shoulder for the first goal of the game by the Sabers at 13:23 to go here in the second period. So the Sabers capitalize on a turnover down low, and they carry the puck right out to the front of the crease, and they put one in on the backhand. So now it's Harry, Kareem, and James, along with Liam and Theo. And a penalty coming up now. And it looks like the referees are taking two. So matching minors here at 13:12 to go in the second period. We'll play some 4-on-4 hockey, I believe. Nope, we're going to play 5-on-5 hockey. I'm sorry. So now it is Kareem, James, Harry, Declan, and Kaylee. Now it is Declan who picks it up, and he leaves for Kareem, who starts to carry this puck up, and he gets it to James. Now the Sabers carry it in. And a big save there from Max on a 2-on-1, and now it's Kaylee who pushes this puck forward, and Harry who will chase it here. Harry has Declan with him, and he puts a shot on. It goes off the outside. Now Harry picks it back up. It comes into the corner where Kareem will try to keep it in, and James does the same. Now sending it forward is Declan. Fighting for it there on the wall is Harry. And now behind the net and into the corner, Declan who looks to break up that advance, but the Sabres bring it in now. Thankfully, it's broken up there by a skate, and now Declan gets it forward to Harry. Now it comes back the other way, and the Sabres bring it into the zone, and now in front, they keep chipping at it. Another shot there, but it's taken away by Harry, and Harry navigates the puck forward, and he takes it into the zone, and he looks to get a shot on. It is deflected there, and now it's James who tries to keep it in, but it's taken away by the Sabres again, and they carry it up the ice here. Caps caught in a long shift here by the Sabres. And now behind the net, dangerously in front, a big save. Oh, and now the rebound batted in by the Sabres for a second goal at 11:09 to go in the second period. So the Caps now trail 2-0. Jace now along with Grayson and Walker, and the Caps need to try to get one back here and stay in this game. Jace chips it forward. But it's controlled by the Sabers here, who send it around the boards. Now it's sent towards the net, but it goes wide. And on the wall, it's Grayson who works on it. And it's taken away by the Sabers here. And they try to get it towards the front, but now it's Ellis that takes it away and gets it over to Walker. Walker gets it across for Grayson, but it's stopped there and taken away. Now it's sent across the ice, where the Sabers will reset in their zone. Back to Duran now, who resets in his end. He sends it off the wall. And now it's Jace, who wanted to poke that puck forward, but it's taken away here by the Sabers. Now Ellis breaks that up and carries it through the crease. Ellis now working her way up the ice, but it's taken away there. Now it's Duran who chases it into the corner. Walker gets it up the wall. And it's broken up there by Walker, who leads the rush up the ice for the Caps. Walker sends it in on net, and it's stick to the corner there. Now trying to catch the Caps in the change. Behind the net and below the goal line now. It comes up to Peter, who looks to find Xander. Xander continuing to pester the puck, and now the Caps manage to get it back in onside. Now the Sabers work it out into the neutral zone and across the ice and make entry from the far side. A shot there goes wide of Max's net. And now puck is picked up by Jax, and Jax carries it forward. Jax looks to get it around the defender, but it's stopped there. Poked away by Xander. Now a 2-on-1 developing for the Caps. Xander gets it over to Peter, but it's broken up by the Sabers. Good defensive play there to break up that pass. Now they come back the other way, and it's Liam who picks it up and sends it off the wall for Peter, and Peter looks to chip it forward. Now it comes over the line, and the Sabers bring it back in. Liam now sends it up for Jax. Jax gets it up the ice, and it's sent in by the Sabers offside. So we'll have a center ice face-off now. 7:39 to go in the second period. Kareem, James, Harry, Kaylee, and Declan on the wall. They battle for it. It's pushed forward here by James. James looks to get it into the slot. It comes all the way across to Harry in the corner. Harry now working on the puck. Tries to keep it in the zone, but it's taken away by the Sabers. Kaylee will retreat now and send it forward for Harry, but it just passes his stick. And now it's Declan who sends it up for James. James looks to find Harry in the slot, but it is taken away there by the Sabers. Now it's Kaylee who gets it forward again for Harry, who brings it into the zone. Now it's James who chases it there, but it is swung around here by the Sabers, who look to send it out. Coming in now, the Sabers send one in on Max, but he stops it there. Jace now with Grayson and Walker, Ellis and Duran on the face-off. It is controlled for the moment by the Sabers, but now behind the net, they battle for it. They try to jam it in on the side, but it's turned away there by Max. Now below the goal line again, it's Jace who picks it up, and he carries it forward. Jace now working his way around a couple, carries it up the ice. Jace getting it over the line. Jace looking to get it towards the front, and it drops in front of the net there. But it's covered up by the goaltender, so that's probably the closest the Caps have gotten to the goal line. But it is covered up by the goaltender as it dropped into the crease. Off the face-off, the Sabres carry it forward through neutral ice. Good job by Duran there slowing that up. Now they swing it around up high. The puck finds its way in to the net for a third Sabres goal at 5:46 to go in the second period. It was shot low, and it may have changed direction on the way in, and it caught the inside of the post. So now the deficit for the Caps grows to 3. Jax, Xander, and Peter, along with Liam and Theo. Oh, big save there by Max as a Saber was left right in front of the net, and Max had to sprawl out to keep that one out. Jack's on the face-off now. Another goal by the Sabres as the Caps have allowed the Sabres to dominate in the face-off circle. Four 0 now the score for the Sabres. Kareem, Harry, and James, Declan, and Caleb. Into the corner, Kaylee will chase it now and get it up the ice for Kareem, who will begin skating here. Kareem takes it out wide, and now it's Harry who comes in. He looks to get it towards the front, but it goes to the wall now. Sending it behind the net there is Kareem. It comes to the opposite side, and now to the point where Kaylee sends a shot towards the net. It's stopped there in the slot by a defender and comes right back to Kaylee now, who sends it forward for Kareem, who gets around one and now tries to find Harry. Harry brings it over the line and now on the wall. It's the Sabres in on a breakaway here, and a big stop by Max. Now it's Harry who picks it up. Sent forward here for Declan. Now it'll be picked up by Kareem, and Kareem will start moving his feet, carrying this puck forward. It's broken up there. And now coming back up with it are the Sabres. They get it in deep. They're going to try to get this puck to the front. It's broken up now down low. They battle for the puck below the goal line. And it's Declan who gets it up to James. James now carrying it up the ice. James trying to get it to the front. And it's loose for a moment. Now, at the point, it's Duran who sends a shot towards the net. And it's gobbled up there by the goaltender. Some extra stuff after the whistle here. Off the face-off. Caps try to get it to the front. Now the Sabers set one up from the slot, and a big save there by Max. Now Duran looks to carry it out of the zone. Walker gets it up to Grayson. Grayson sends a shot on. It comes off the goaltender's mask for a moment, and now it's covered up. .238 to go in the third period. Caps trail 4-0. Jace, Walker, Grayson, Duran, and Ellis. Duran sends a shot into the corner. Now Grayson has it. He sends it to the front. Oh! And how did that one not go in? Walker was right there in front, redirected it on net. But the goaltender makes the save. Jax, Xander, Peter, Theo, and Liam now. And it comes back to Liam, who sends a shot on net. That's gloved down there by the goaltender. Caps just got to keep the shots coming. Now Theo from the point looks to keep it in. Xander has it on the wall. Taken here by the Sabers, and they carry it forward over the line. Now from the high slot, a shot there stopped by Max, and they battle for it in the slot. Now it's Liam who works it behind the net and gets it over to Peter. Peter now up for Jax. Jax chips it forward, but it stays in the zone, working their way into the slot now to the Sabers, and a save there from Max. From the outside, a shot on Max is stopped, and the wraparound try is covered up by Max as well. Harry, James, and Kareem, along with Declan and Daly, they continue to battle for it in the dot as it's caught up in some skates. Now it is James who carries the puck forward. He gets it over the line. James drops to Harry. Harry's shot is blocked there. And now behind the net, it's James who has it. He tries to get it to the front. It's covered up there by the goaltender. So Caps get it in the zone quickly there and try to create a chance on net, but they have not been able to break through yet. Offensive zone face-off here with 57 seconds to go in the second period. Now, Kareem wins it back to Declan. Declan sends it in, and behind the net, James battles for it. It's taken away by the Sabers, though. They begin to work it up the ice. They send it across the ice where Kaylee will pick it up. And she chips it forward for James. James now carries it up. And he looks to get it to the front. Oh, good effort there from James, who continued to battle for that even though he was falling. And now behind the net is Kareem, who has it. He's pinned up on the wall. And he gets it to the front, and Harry's shot. And now the rebound is put in by James. So the Caps find one with 9 seconds left in the second period to cut the deficit to 3. Some good work there in the offensive zone. And James puts in the rebound opportunity on the back door. And the Caps get within 3. Penalty coming up here. And Grayson will be sent to the box for a hook. 1 second left here, and there is a offensive zone faceoff on the power play. The Sabres have pulled their goaltender to try to get something quick here to the net on the faceoff. Caps just need to tie this one up so it doesn't move outside the dot. So the shot there goes wide, and we go into the third period 4-1 the score, with the Caps trailing by 3. All right, teams will switch sides here. The period will start with what should be 1:29 of carryover penalty time on the hooking call to Grayson. So Peter, Harrison, Duran, and Ellis for the start of this kill. Picked up by the Sabres here, and they quickly bring it into the zone. They look to set it up here at the point. Good poke there from Peter, and Peter has Harrison with him, and Peter works it. Oh, and a great back check there from the Sabres, as they made it all the way back to interrupt that opportunity for the Caps shorthanded. Now it's picked up here by Duran and sent down the ice, and it will be icing. Heck of a back check there. You got to give credit where it's due. Good effort play. So now Xander and Kareem come out. 53 seconds remain on the penalty kill. Theo and Liam on D. It's picked up here by Liam. And Liam chips it forward. And now it's chipped in deep by Liam. and the Sabers will have to retreat. Comes across the ice where it hits a stick. Nice work there. Now it's carried in by the Sabers. They send it in deep. 18 seconds remaining on the kill. And it comes to the wall where Theo will look to chip it out. Now it's Kareem who'll pick it up and bring it around behind the net. And he loses the handle there. Now he'll pick it up again. And he'll send it off the wall and forward for James. James carries the puck across the line. And James looks to dangle in, and he does! Oh, and where is it? Oh, it looked like James tucked it in there. Now Kareem comes in on the forecheck, and he looks to get it towards the front, but it comes back up the wall for Harry. 5-on-5 now. Theo's shot is blocked up high and kept in the zone. Harry gets it over to Kareem on the wall, and Kareem looks to work it around. He gets it to Theo. Theo gets it back over to Kareem. Kareem now looks to work his way into the slot. He gets hauled down, and the Caps will earn themselves a power play at 11:51 to go here in the third period. So Jace, James, Grayson, Kareem, and Ellis. Now it comes back to Ellis at the point, and the Caps look to set it up. Now it's James, and James holds it in there, and he looks to find Grayson now, and Grayson's shot is interrupted, and it goes wide. Trying to keep it in there on the wall is Kareem, and Jace comes in to support, but the Sabres have it, and they look to get it out. Kept now by the Caps, and it's Grayson who has it. He sends it over to Jace. Jace now tries to get it towards the front, and it's covered up there by the goaltender. So 56 seconds remain on the power play opportunity for the Caps. Comes to Grayson on the wall, who gives for Ellis. Ellis keeps it in at the line, gives it back to Grayson. Grayson now back to Ellis. Ellis works it towards the front. Oh, and the screen try there did not go. Now it is picked up by Jace, and Jace looks to find James, and James tries to body it into the net. Now another try in front there is broken up. Kareem has it now below the goal line, and he tries to shake loose. Now it's Jace who's on it. Jace has it, gets it over to James, and James' shot, oh, it's broken up in the slot, and it bounces to the corner where Jace will pick it up. 10 seconds remain on the man advantage. Jace brings it around now and gets it to James. James to Grayson, and Grayson hammers it home. So the power play finds one there for the Caps. With 10:22 to go in the third period, the Caps get another one back and get within 2. So some good work there on the power play to create a bunch of chances. And finally a cross-ice pass from James over to Grayson, and Grayson finds the back of the net. 4-2 now to score. Jax, Walker, Peter, Declan, and Kaylee. And Jax now chips this puck in, and the Caps chase it here. It's Peter who looks to get to it. Now it's carried out by the Sabres here. The Sabres look to take it wide and bring it into the zone. They do. And they send a hard shot on net. That's broken up there, and as Max made a big stop, and now they fight for it down low, and it's Jax who comes out with it below the goal line, and Jax works his way forward and gets it up to Peter. Peter now carries it in over the line, and he's got a couple of Caps with him. He tries to get it to Kaylee on the back door, and now she has it and leaves it for Jax. Jax looks to get it to the front for Walker, and now it's taken away there by the Sabres.
Get there! Where are you going?
And a penalty coming up here on the Sabers as... Wait, on who?
You didn't do anything!
What is happening here? We're trying to understand.
He moved out of the way!
All right, so we're going to play 5-on-5 now as the refs have thrown players from both teams into the box. It looked like the Sabres were going to get a penalty for trying to drive Walker into the boards. But somehow they gave Walker a penalty as well. It's not really clear why. But we're 5 aside now. And the face-off is one back here. And the shot there is picked up by James now, who looks to get it to Declan. Declan works to try to keep it in, but it's taken away here. And now Haley working on it there. Looks to keep it out, and a big save by Max, who keeps the puck out. Remember that one, folks, if the Caps come back here. Now it's James who carries it in, and he tries to dangle in, and oh, where is it? James is taken down, and where's the puck? Penalty called here as James was hauled down as he was trying to tuck that puck in around the goaltender. And what is the call here? All right, the Sabres have gone to the box for roughing, so the Caps go back to the power play. And now it is Kareem, James, Cayley, Declan, Harrison. Coach getting an explanation here from the referee. But it's 5-on-4 for 1:30 now, and Kareem gets the face-off back there. Oh, but it gets past Declan, and now a 2-on-1 developing here. The Sabres put one in shorthanded to go up 5-2. So the deficit back to 3 now with 8 minutes and 39 seconds to go. The Caps still on the power play here, as that goal came shorthanded for the Sabres. And now the Caps control here and carry it over the line. It's Jace who has it. And Jace looks to get it to the front, and it doesn't go there. Now Jace has it again, puts one on towards the net, but it's broken up in the slot, and now it's James, and it comes out of the zone here, and Ellis will be forced to reset. Ellis over to Jace. Jace forward for James. James carries it into the zone. He gives to Grayson. Grayson's shot goes off a skate. Kane goes into the corner and gets it back to James. James now looks to find Grayson. Grayson on the backhand sends it into the slot, but it is taken away by the Sabres there, who carry it up the ice. Now it'll come to Grayson, who carries the puck forward, and now in center ice, it's Kareem who will carry it up, and he'll try to take this behind the net, looking to get it to a teammate on the wall. And it bounces there. Now a 2-on-1 once again. Ellis does well to break that up. shot from the outside there goes around the wall. Peter chips it forward and carries it now through neutral ice. Peter now working his way in. Peter's shot is hammered home. Good shot there from Peter to cut the deficit to 2 once again. That goal for the Caps comes at 6:49 to go in the third period, and now we have a 2-goal game once again. Peter, Jax, Harry, Theo, and Liam. Puck sent deep into the Caps, and Liam will turn it around and give it to Theo. Theo chips it forward, and chasing it here is Peter. Peter carries it in, and his shot there is stopped by the goaltender. Now behind the net it comes to Jax below the goal line. He tries to get it back to Peter. Now it's on Harry's stick. Harry looked to turn around and send it on, but it goes wide and behind the net. Now Jax on the wall, continuing to fight for this puck, gets it to Harry, and Harry's shot is blocked up into the netting. So Caps empty the net now with 6 minutes to go, as they will try to, they need a sixth skater. They need a sixth skater. Get out there. So net empty here for the Caps. And on the face-off, it is picked up by the Sabers. And now it's the Sabers who look to get it out, sent down the ice here. Theo sends it back the other way, but it's offside, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Ellis and Duran check in here. Green gets it back to Ellis. Ellis to Duran. Duran to Jace, who carries it in over the line. Now it comes across there where Grayson tried to put it in. It goes off the wall, and Kareem picks it up here. And he's sent down to the ice there. 'Icing will be the call. .5:17 to go. Controlled by the Sabres here off the face-off, and now behind the net, it's Jace. He picks it up and gets it to the front where Ellis gets a hard shot off. Now it's kept in by Ellis. Nicely done there. Now Duran sends one towards the net. Redirected in front. Rebound try. Oh, and it's covered up by the goaltender there.
Come on, ref, call something.
5 minutes to go here. Net still empty for the Caps. Now it's won back by the Caps as Jace looks to create some room here. He gets it to James. James, it's in front. Where is it? It's loose, and it comes out over the line now. Kaylee will retreat for this one. Kaylee sends it forward. And now it's chipped down the ice, and this one just goes wide. Icing is the call here. And now the Caps will get a change in. Now we've got Jax, Walker, Harry, Peter, Kaylee, and Declan off the face-off. It's Harry who controls it behind the net. He gets it back to Kaylee, and Kaylee sends it back to Harry. Harry looks to get it to Peter. Peter carries it in down low. Now it's the Sabers who control, and it comes to the opposite wall. And all the way down the ice now, it comes and it goes wide. So icing will be the call. We'll do that face-off again. 4:08 to go here. James, Jace, Grayson, Kareem, Theo, Liam. Theo sends it towards the net. It's redirected there. And now behind the net, it's James who looks to get it to Kareem. And now a call as Kareem is put hard into the boards again. And why is there no whistle? So the Sabers are sent to the box here for roughing. 6-on-4 now. The Caps control off the face-off, and it comes to Grayson. Grayson finds Jace. Jace gives it to Liam. Liam back to Jace. Now it comes across, and it's Theo who sends it back to Liam. Liam sends it into the corner. Picking it up there is Kareem, and Kareem now will skate with it. And Kareem looks to send it back over to James. James sends it down low for Jace. Jace looks to get it towards the point. And now Theo has it. He sends a shot towards the net, and it's gloved down there by the goaltender. 51 seconds remain in the man advantage for the Caps, or the two-man advantage for the Caps, because they have the extra attacker on. The net's been empty now for the Caps for about 3 minutes, and the puck has been in the offensive zone, but they have yet to break through. Now it's Liam who has it. He sends a shot towards the net, redirected there, but it goes wide. And now back to the point. Theo sends a crank towards the net, but it's deflected wide there. Now it's the Sabers who look to chip it forward, and this puck is going towards the net, and it goes in. So another shorthanded goal there. This one an empty net goal for the Sabers, who now take a 6-3 lead. So Max will make his way back to the net. 2:46 remain in the third. Caps trailing by 3 once again. Now Harrison will pick it up and bring it over the line. He chips it in deep. In the corner now, it's Ellis who picks it up. And Ellis now will send it over to Jax at the point. Jax sends a shot towards the net. It's loose there in the slot. And the rebound try is covered up by the goaltender. Offside the call here. Face off right in front of us here, just over the Sabres blue line. Jax looks to carry it in. And Jax here puts a backhand shot just over the crossbar. Alice plays it over to Peter. Peter now carries it over the line. Leaves for Jax. Jax's shot blocked in the slot. Loose for a moment, but the Sabers jump on it, and now they come up the ice. They send it in deep, and the Caps will have to chase this one. 1:35 to go. Sent over the line here. And sent right back in offside, so we'll have a neutral zone face-off. 1:29 to go. One back to Declan. Sent over to Kaylee. Walker now sends it over to Declan. Declan carries it into the zone, getting it in deep. Fighting for it there is Declan. Now it'll be sent to the wall. Kept in at the point by Grayson, who sends a shot towards the net. It goes wide. Sent around the other side now. It's carried out here by the Sabers. Good work there by Declan to stop that advance. And now Kaylee will look to get it out. It's stepped in by the Sabers for a moment. Declan has it here, and he looks to get it out, but it's kept in by the Sabers. And a shot there is stopped by Max. 27 seconds left to go in this one. Tied up there off the face-off, and it's Harry now who carries it out, and he gets it forward for Peter. Peter pushes the puck into the zone, and he stops and turns and gets it back to Liam. Liam sends it over to Jax on the wall, and Jax takes it into the corner. He's tangled up there, and that's how this game will end. So after 3 periods, the score 6 for the Sabers, 3 for the Caps. The Caps will congratulate their goaltender on a strong effort and shake hands and wrap up this weekend in Chicago. We'll see you next week from Virginia, as the Caps have 2 games at home next week against the New Jersey Colonials.